I've got you under my skin. I was thinking about a big band record for a while. I just didn't realize until I started listening to a lot of the same tracks how much it was going to be dominated by Frank Sinatra and how much Sinatra's stamp was going to be all over so many of the songs I loved. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. I didn't realize how many songs Sinatra had recorded and left such a powerful impression until I started listening and preparing for the big band project. Some of them, including That's Life and New York, New York, and a few others, primarily those two, were difficult to get that huge shadow of Sinatra that I've heard so many times. That the approaches and the vocal delivery was so stamped in my own consciousness that I'd have to kind of shake it off at the microphone and say, okay, wait, but how do I do this? I know how Sinatra sang this because I know every inflection in his voice now. New York, New York, I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues come melting away. When he delivered That's Life, when he delivered New York, New York, very, very different attitude, very, very different vocal positioning, completely different but completely appropriate to those songs. Night and Day, You Can't Take That Away From Me, You Go to My Head, to Got You Under My Skin. You just really have a license to have fun as an artist in this great body of work. The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that, no, they can't take that away from me. These songs, they really do require a lot of attention to the lyric, a lot of attention to telling the story from your own experience. That's life. That's what all the people say. And listening to Sinatra step up and approach a song like My Funny Valentine, where there's an amazing amount of vulnerability in his voice and in his delivery, as he could access very easily in his ballads. On the other hand, you have these really dynamic, strong vocal performances, songs with so much conviction and attitude. It was almost like, Sinatra could step in and out of character. Summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. I lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. The instrumentation is also something they all have in common. Most of them have full orchestra, 17 horns, 35 strings, phenomenal rhythm section. We really got the A+ players on this record. All of the players were coming up to us and talking about what a pleasure it was to make a record like this because they got to play beautiful music. My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine. There's something about the Capitol Studios that you can't help but acknowledge that you're in a room where some of the greatest history of music has taken place.
It really was one of the more courageous things I've done in my life because I am absolutely terrified to sing in front of anybody.
It couldn't have been more perfectly expressed in a lot of the passages a lot of lyrics.
I'm very happy with the way this dance of our voices turned out. I find it touching when I hear it. Love is lovelier the second time around. Night and day, why is it so?
Here we are in this historic venue with these brilliant players who just live and breathe music. And we're creating something spontaneously that might have been written 65 years ago. But we're creating our fresh feeling of it. Young and lovely, a girl from Ipanema goes walking. When she passes, I smile, but she doesn't see. I've enjoyed and been a fan of Sinatra's for a long time, and as most of us would say, that this is the music in a way that we grew up to, or that our parents played all the time. And now we see this amazing resurgence of all of it. And big band is fun.